Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Supergirl. So let's start talking about this episode. So here we get to see the introduction of a huge Superman villain, Parasite. So we actually get to see a couple of heroes try to defeat him, because Supergirl and Martian Manhunter, they go down. It doesn't work out. They look like mummies for a second. So it's Miss Martian having to heal Martian Manhunter with her blood, and we know as an audience that she's a white Martian. So will this make Martian Manhunter a white Martian also, or I guess a hybrid of one? I don't know how that's going to work out, but that's kind of him becoming his own worst enemy. Then we also have Jimmy, who wants to be the Guardian, and Wynn's helping out with him, so Wynn becomes kind of a superhero too. So it's the introduction of Jimmy finally as a hero. And that's been building up for a couple of episodes. And then you have Mon-El trying to decide what type of person he wants to be. I won't even say hero, because he doesn't even know if he wants to become a hero. He's not a lot like Kara, but in the same way, maybe he does have some heroism, where we see that he does kind of save the day with Parasite. So it's very much a joint effort, but it is Supergirl who has the final blow. And then another big story here is with Alex, where Alex does open up and comes out to Kara. Now, she thinks this is going to be great, that her and Maggie will end up together in the end, but that's not quite how it works, and Alex is broken after that. So what do I think of all these storylines? There's a lot going on. So I guess I'll start out with Martian Manhunters. Martian Manhunter had an interesting story. Like I said, with Miss Martian, I really enjoy Miss Martian's character. I do feel in the previous episode, the way they revealed the White Martian kind of felt sudden, but now it kind of makes sense why they did that, because they needed everyone to know that she was a white Martian to do this storyline. So I understand that. And then Mon-El, I love this character. I'm loving Mon-El so much, and the chemistry between Kara. I just really like his character, and I like how different they are, and I know they're gonna hopefully end up together one day, because I would love to see that. But yeah, it's just so cool to see, you know, characters with the pretty much the same powers just grew up differently and just have different views on life. But in the end, you know, Mon-El kind of makes his own decision to become a hero. I feel like it was a different way to kind of tell this, I want to say legacy story in a way, because they do have similar powers, and will he become the type of hero that Superman is and Supergirl is, or will he kind of be his own thing? And then you have Jimmy's story, where I'm kind of back and forth with. You know, there's times I really like it, I think they do it well, and here there are good moments with Jimmy and Wynn, becoming heroes, having really good lines, and I like the whole lead suit thing, and that Kara doesn't know who he is. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad they didn't, like, reveal it right away. I'm sure they're going to reveal it probably next episode or sooner than later, but I don't know if it fit this episode. I feel like there was a lot going on with the battle with Parasite, so that's kind of where I'm back and forth. Do we need Jimmy as Guardian? I don't know. I feel like it's kind of shoehorned in because they need a story for Jimmy and Wynn, and this is kind of their thing, and maybe they need more superheroes. I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of torn on the Jimmy story, but it wasn't a bad aspect, but probably the weaker part of the episode. And then I would say Parasite. You know, usually Supergirl's very good at fleshing out their villains, but Parasite, I liked him a lot more than I've seen in, like, Flash and Arrow, how they flesh out their villains of the week. But the story behind Parasite, there's times where I felt a little bored with it. And like I said, there's just a lot of stories going on here, so I feel like the whole Parasite thing was kind of pushed to the side, and I would be okay with that, but Parasite is a huge villain, but hopefully actually there's no way he's gonna come back after that, but you never know, it's superheroes, it's a superhero television show, maybe we will get to see Parasite again, even though it looks unlikely in the end of the episode, but yeah, it was still a really cool opponent to go against, though, and it looked awesome, and like I said, it did give a lot of opportunities for different characters to be in the episode and have a story. But definitely the strongest aspect of this episode being Alex and Kara. I mean, their scenes together were so raw, and it's just a really great emotional episode. That was the core of the episode. Was Alex really having her own story, and it's Kara being the supporting character in this episode, at least to her story. And Kara even is, you know, she thinks about that. It's like, oh, the whole reason you couldn't couldn't come out and you couldn't discover the side of yourself is because of me, because I never gave you the opportunity. It was always about me. And that's kind of the theme, is like, oh, well, you are always in the spotlight. We're always talking about your powers. But it's nice that this is really an episode about supporting characters. It's about Kara, I guess, just being a catalyst character in a lot of ways, and it's the outside characters really having the story. It's Kara reacting to everyone else's stories, which is really fun. And like I said, I just loved Kara's reaction, her initial reaction to Alex. It's acceptance, but also, like, it's not, she's shocked. She's shocked, and I think that was a realistic way to portray that scene. And just all the scenes with Alex and Kara were just so well done, especially in the end, where Kara has to comfort Alex because Maggie says no, which I know a lot of people are going to be upset about, because I also agree Maggie and Alex have great chemistry this season so far. But yeah, I'm really curious to see where Alex's story goes with that, where Maggie's story goes, if they'll end up together. But it was just, again, such a raw scene in the end that Melissa and Shyler played just so well in this episode. So that's definitely was the core of the episode, the emotional part of the episode. But there are other emotional scenes too. Like I said, Mon-El had some really great emotional scenes, Miss Martian and Martian Manhunter. But yeah, it was Alex and Kara that definitely won this episode for me. But yeah, like I said, what I liked about this episode, it wasn't really particularly this had to do with Parasite. It wasn't that type of episode, and that's okay. It honestly wasn't really Supergirl's episode. It was everyone around her and her reacting to everyone else's story, which is kind of a nice, breath of fresh air. So I really enjoyed this one. It looks like we're really leading into the crossover very soon. Solid episode with a lot of great shining moments. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.